Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no matter where you are in the world. It's your boy right here. Let me fix the camera. It's your boy JJ once again at JJ's PC Builds. We're going to do nvidia RTX 4070 Ti recap. And we're going to dig in a little bit to how much it's going to cost, and we'll do that at the end. But we're going to dig in and see this is a recap of what it's about. And I'll give you my final thoughts and the price at the end, so that way you all can see what's going on. I'm not going to give it negative reviews. Okay, I know a lot of people are going to give it negative reviews on YouTube. But mine's not going to be a negative review. The reason why I'm saying it's not going to be a negative review, doesn't matter what we say or what we do, it's never going to be right, and understand that, and that's just the way the world works. So I'd rather give it a positive review for the simple fact, just because. But anyway, let's get the B-roll started and do enjoy right here on JJ's PC Builds. And we're back through the B-roll once again. We're going to go ahead and investigate. I'm not going to throw it up on the screen. You all can see it on the internet. So I'm just going to tell you what's going to be off of my head. What I think it's about. So the thing is this. We all know that it's an nvidia product. We all know that, and this is going to be the way it's being rated on the scale, that the RTX 3090 Ti is 5% higher than the 4070 Ti. But you got the RTX 4080, which is only like 20, about 22% higher than the RTX 4070. But looking at it, it's about maybe 14%. The RTX 4080 is like 14% higher than the RX 7900 XT, but also too, the 7900 XT is about 6% more than the 4070 Ti. But the good thing that I seen out of this was this. And hear me out. It has 7,680 shader units. It's got 240 TMUs. It's got 80 ROPs. The SM count is 60. Tensor cores is 240. And RT cores is 60. Now, if I remember right, some RT cores on some other different video cards were only up to about 90. So, the RT cores on this is really good from what I'm seeing. L2 cache, 48 megs. That's not too bad. It doesn't have L3. Might have. You never know. That could pop up soon enough. This is just rough estimates. And you all know CS is coming soon in January. I think it's the 3rd or the 5th, somewhere in there. I'll get you the answer for that very soon. Now, it's a dual slot card. It's got a length of 366 millimeters, which is 13.2 inches, a width of 140 millimeters, which is 5.5 inches, and a height of 61 millimeters, which is 2.4 inches. The TDP on this is 285 watts. Suggested PSU, they say 600, but be on the safe, just say 850. It has one HDMI port 2.1. It's got 3 display ports at 1.4A, which is disappointing that, I would think they would kind of think about moving the display port up to 2.1, but I can see their point. They already got HDMI at 2.1. It's got one power connector. It's a 12 pin. I'm not too sure if it's going to be an well, if they're saying it's the 12 pin, it's not going to be the normal 8 pin. So yeah, it's going to be one of those special connectors. It's a 12 pin connector. It's probably going to have like maybe 2 or 3 branches on it. You never know. But it does do DirectX 12 Ultimate, and OpenGL is like 4.6. OpenCL is 3.0, Vulkan's 1.3, CUDA is 8.9, shader model is 6.7. But the theoretical performance, the pixel rate's at 208.8 G pixels, texture rate's at 626.4 G textiles, 40.9 T flops 1:1. That's not bad for FP16 performance. FP32 performance, it's the float performance. 40.9 T flops. That's not bad. Now, what's kind of got me a little bit puzzled on this, why they didn't make this T-flops, was the FP64 double performance is only 626.4 G-flops at 1:64. Now, if you go on to the 4080, I think it's up at T-flops, not G-flops. But, from looking at the card, they're telling us that the base clock alone is 2310 megahertz. Boost clock is at 2610 megahertz. And memory clock's at 1313 megahertz, which is 21 gigabytes per second effective. It's the 12 gigabyte VRAM, GDDR6X. It's got a 192-bit bus, and the bandwidth is 504.2 gigabits. Now, it's the AD104. It's the Ada Lovelace. It's by TSMC. It's a 4 nanometer process. Transistors is about 35,800 million transistors. Die size is 295 millimeters to the second power. But all in all, it looks like 1440p is going to be a good setting for this. Your 1080 1440p, and it'll do 2160. Far as 4K, you'll be lucky with 4K on this card. So you're best to stick with 1440p. That would be my best bet with this kind of card. It's a rough estimate. I'm just giving you a rough estimate, but from what I'm looking at, it's like, come on, 7,680 core, shading units, to me, I think that's well over the 7900 XT. Truthfully, on my bed, I think that's over the 7900 XT when it comes to the shading units. But, you got to look at it like that. But if it can beat the 3090 and the 7900 XT, then obviously it'll be nvidia for the win on the RTX 4070 Ti. Price wise, we're just gonna sum this up really quick. In my opinion, this is my opinion, and don't judge me on it. I think it would be an awesome card. As far as fitting in your case, it might fit and it might not, depending on the size. I mean, you're going to have to measure the amount of length you got in your case to see if the card's going to fit. Now, as far as PSU, you can get away with the 850 watt PSU with this. But as far as the connector that connects the video card to the power supply, it's still going to be the same connector. You know, nothing's going to be changing. But we all know that this is actually the discontinued RTX 4080 12 gigabyte. We all know that. I mean, as far as price wise, it's an estimate that they might go back to the 899. The 899 price mark that was on it before, when it was the 4080. But if they come down maybe $200 in it, I'm sure everybody's going to be buying this card if they knock it down to maybe stretching it about $300. I mean, if you make this like a $500, $550 card, I'm sure everybody's going to be buying it up. And just to let you know, everybody would buy it up. But this is just me letting y'all know what I think that's going on with this card. You know, as far as something I would try on my PC, yeah, I would try it on my PC to test it out. Most definitely. The reason is because compared to what I have now, that would be like over I would say 6 times more boost than I would have on my card right now. And I got the 6500, RX 6500, the XT version. So that's my thought. And y'all subscribe. And if you like my videos, make sure you put some likes on them and watch the videos from beginning to the end. We're still working for 4,000 watch hours. We're still working towards getting 1,000 subscribers, and thank you for everybody that has subscribed, and welcome to the JJ's PC Builds family once again. But we're going to conclude the video right here. So until the next time and the next video, this is JJ, your boy. We will see you on the next one. Hey!